I do want to introduce Daniel Burrus now. He is an amazing person. I don't know anyone like him. He's a world-renowned futurist and tech strategist and a New York Times best-selling author. He's written 7 books, and he's helped companies like Microsoft, Deloitte, Visa, Google, I think also the Department of Defense. So he is actually called an anticipatory leader. So he's helping people look ahead, which is exactly what we want for people in the movement. So we're going to be able to use his expertise and his methodology to help us gain a lot of confidence despite what's going on in the uncertainty and chaos. So please welcome Daniel Burrus.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Well, you mentioned the word uncertainty. Let's talk about that for just a second. I would say right now, we've never had as much uncertainty as we have today. The problem is uncertainty does not empower me and it does not empower you. Like when you're uncertain, you do not write a big check. When you're uncertain, you do not say yes. You say, I'll get back to you. Uncertainty is a block to having you move forward, to create a better future, you, if you will. So what I want to do is help you to understand the science of certainty. Because if everything is uncertain, I'm stuck. But if I realize how much certainty there is, I have the confidence to make a bold move. And I've come up with a way of talking about that. And of course, as she mentioned, it's about being anticipatory versus just being reactionary. Agility is the strategy that companies, organizations use, and individuals use to deal with rapid change. And agility came from sports. That is, reacting as quickly as you can to a problem after it occurs. The more agile you are, the better. Reacting as quickly as you can to a disruption after it disrupts. The faster, the better. The problem is, in a world of accelerating change driven by AI and technology, agility has waning less value as you go forward. It's time that we have another strategy, and that is how to be anticipatory. And what do you anticipate? Problems before you have them so you can pre-solve them. You can do that. Anticipate disruptions before they disrupt your life and your business and your organization so that disruption becomes a choice. To help people do that, and going forward to help you all do that, I've developed a methodology. I'll give it to you very quickly because I don't have much time, in that there's no shortage of trends. The problem is which ones will happen and when. And I've come up with a solution to that I love teaching, and that is all trends are either a hard trend based on a future fact that will happen. That means it can't be changed. That's where you see disruptions before they disrupt, problems before you have them, and all the opportunities that reflects. There's also soft trends. Those are based on assumptions that may or may not happen. By the way, I love both. What do I love about a soft trend? If you don't like it, you can change it. What do you love about a hard trend? Again, it lets you see opportunities before others can see them. Let me give you a quick example of a hard trend because you're wondering, are there any certainties? And the answer is, oh, yeah. I mean, for the last 40 years, I've written 7 best-selling books. I've started 6 companies. I've written thousands of articles. And if you look, I've got an amazing track record of being right about the future of change, technology-driven change. How did I do that? Simple. I leave out the parts I could be wrong about. And I can show you how you can be right. I mean, what if you could predict the future and be right? Let me just show you how easy it is. Now, I want you to do this metaphorically, but raise your hand right now if you think we're putting a lot up in the cloud, right? The cloud's getting full. I know you didn't put your hand up. How about we went from 3G wireless to 4G wireless to 5G wireless? Put your hand up if you think that's it. Well, you didn't put your hand up because we'll have more. Matter of fact, we'll call it 6G wireless followed by 7G wireless, right? Baby boomers, chronologically, they are not going to get younger. I'm certain that they will get older. By the way, we could predict a lot of problems and pre-solve them, or we could let them play out. See, I love the idea of pre-solving predictable problems. Also, you have, and by the way, a trend by itself is academic. That's why most people don't even bother looking at them until you attach an opportunity to it. Once you attach an opportunity to it, it bursts into life. So part of teaching you how to be more anticipatory and less reactionary is about learning how to separate those two and tie opportunities to both. There's other things that I like to share, and I've got a few minutes left, so I want to do that. That is part of my learning system and so on that we're going to make part of this program, and that is how to take your biggest problem and skip it. Take a second. Think of your biggest problem right now. Probably came up pretty fast. Big ones do that. Now, I'd like you to skip it. Why? It's the wrong problem. Hey, you're smart. You would have solved it by now. You weren't working on the right problem. The real problem is fully solvable, and you can find it by asking a few questions to dig down to get the answer. I remember getting a call not long ago from my niece and Hallie, and she said, Uncle Dan, I can't save any money. Now she's got her first job. She knows it's possible. Her older sister can save money. And she said, I've been trying to save money, but I just can't save money. And I said, well, no wonder you're working on the wrong problem. You should work at how you're spending money. And of course, as you might guess, that could help her quite a bit. By the way, that's another part of what I teach. Opposites work better. Instead of trying to control how you spend, how you save, it's how you spend. We just had the 50th anniversary of Jaws. They used a couple of my principles. What was their problem? They couldn't get the shark to look like a real shark. They were almost ready to not do Jaws. It always didn't look like a real one. Till they used the skip it principle. Let's not show the shark in the beginning. Let's show what the shark sees. Let's skip that problem. Opposites work better. Let's see what the shark sees instead of what a human sees. Then when they brought the shark in about an hour after the movie started, you already were into the movie and didn't care that it didn't look real. You were into it now. You see, these principles hold true. A few other quick ones for you. I know you have lived a successful life. During your second 50, you know what I'd like you to do? Live a significant life. There's a difference between success and significance. Success is all about you. How much money you make, how many degrees you have, how nice your car is. Significance is about what you do for others. What if you could become highly significant in that second 50 and learn exactly how to do that? What if instead of living just a really good life, what if you knew how to live an extraordinary life? I would like you to choose to be extraordinary on a daily basis. And what about the undiscovered you? I mean, when you're in your late 90s, let's say you're, at 100 years old, will you have discovered all that you are capable of doing? You might be the best flute player in the world. Maybe you've never picked one up. There's a way to discover the undiscovered you. Lastly, future view is another. And there's a lot that I could share, obviously, but let me just share future view. How your kids, how we all view the future shapes how we act in the present. Right now, there are people that are buying Apple. There are people that are selling Apple. What's the difference? Their future view of Apple. So, how you view the future shapes how you act. By the way, how you act shapes your future. Your future view will determine the future you. And I would like to suggest that all of you, your future view is less than it should be based on the new transformational hard trends that are shaping the future. When you can elevate your future view, not just with zip boom bah motivation, but with what I call future facts that are grounded in certainty. Although you elevate your future, what happens? Your future is elevated. So we are going to learn how to not just be reactionary, fast reactors, agile. We're going to learn how to make this second 50 extraordinary. We're going to be thinking much bigger, and we're going to be anticipatory. All right. Thank you very much.